Graduations are a day of celebration. Everyone knows that. But I would just like to emphasize and reiterate that simple purpose right now because we have something to celebrate. We made it. We made it through a variety of ups and downs. By downs, I mainly mean the pandemic, of course, and all of its effects. We all lived through that quarantine period, all with different experiences and different struggles, to be sure. But if the mention of this time makes you roll your eyes and stop listening, well, then me and you have that in common. I don't want to talk about those 334 days from the last day of our in-person sophomore year to the first day of hybrid learning in the second semester of our junior year, except to say that we're past it. We made it. Instead, I want to focus on those ups I mentioned earlier, like getting enrolled in kindergarten and seeing what animals we would be for the next year, even though we all know the ducks were the best, or making it 100 days in school and getting to decorate our shirts in celebration. To elementary, where we had built-in recess and got to watch hot air balloons take off from the fields, and did little dances in our assemblies, or finally getting to see our friends from another school during our NDI performances or at our 4th and 5th grade track meets. To hitting the next milestone of graduating from the 5th grade, heading on to middle school, where worlds collided, and most of us were just trying to figure things out with some cringy outfits thrown in here and there. To high school, where we officially became Bulldogs, playing and cheering every Friday night, decked out in head-to-toe orange, and finally being able to see each other's smiles again on February 17th, when we threw away our masks for good. I think one of my favorite memories, though, is the consistent support that we've seen throughout these past 13 years, whether it was our parents buying cupcakes for a birthday party, or the community showing up for all of our fundraisers and events, or even our school board and admin who relentlessly plan and meet to our great benefit. It's a truly special place to call home. At the end of the day, we all have to admit that the unique experiences we were put through as a class brought us together. It united us. Our class is a force to be reckoned with. We always give it our all. Our year is going on the spirit jug for winning 3 pep assemblies in a row, for crying out loud. When it comes down to it, we made it. Us, the class of 2022. Now it's time for everyone to move on to the next chapter and continue to persevere and come out on top, wherever we're heading. I myself have been trying to prepare for college, and when I was getting rid of junk I didn't need the other day, I found an old journal. And I know it was old because it was all sparkles and rainbows and had a giant letter C in sequins on the front of it. While flipping through it, though, I found a note I had written to myself, apparently some years ago. Now, most of it was random gibberish, but the first few lines caught my attention. The very first words in that note were, "I don't know if anyone has told you this, but you deserve the world." And I was like, not only is this the cheesiest thing ever, but I'm talking about myself in third person here. But I kept reading anyway, and the next part said, "I've seen all that you do." At this point, the note made me stop and think. It made me laugh, first of all, because of how ridiculous it was that younger me was on some type of wisdom that I have no recollection of. But I also liked how much it gave credit where it was due. Somebody knew of the resiliency we had, was willing to acknowledge how much more we deserve, and even hinted at the tribulations that would come to pass. I've mentioned how strong we are as a class, but no one really mentions how that strength changes a person as they grow. And that change is okay, welcomed even. It's okay not to have the same friends your whole life, or to change your mind, or to take advantage of new opportunities as they come along. It's a testament to not only how strong we are, as I've said, but how adaptable we are. That's our up. Qualities that don't expire after today, but ones that will serve us well for the rest of our lives. I'm sure not the same person I was when I wrote that note, but little me was ready to celebrate something. She didn't know what yet, or what I, or we'd all have to go through to get to a day like today, but she was ready to be able to say that we made it. See, that's the thing about celebrations. They not only represent accomplishments and hard work in the moment, but all the other potential goals and blessings that could also come along. The truth is, sometimes you get dealt a bad hand, and life just isn't fair. Everything seems to work out for anyone and everyone but you. Life will go on, and the world will live to turn another day. It's a very easy concept to say, but as we have experienced, a downright painful thing to just sit and accept. An even harder lesson to learn is not just what's unfair, but most of these things and people are out of our control. But it's important to remember what is in the realm of our authority, which is days like today, days we have to set aside and prioritize because we made it. Through all the chaos, through all the math, through all the homework, through all the classes where we just wanted the teacher to stop talking, through all the pep assemblies, short lunch breaks, and state championships. The good, the bad, and everything in between, we made it. And you know what? I'm proud. I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of each and every single one of you that's about to walk across this stage and make it official. That piece of paper means something. It means you made it, and that will always, always be worth celebrating. Class of 2022, it's been a privilege, and I'm so happy to say that we made it.